How's it going, Io? In this video we're going to get into the explosive new Jonah Hill allegations, the fact that Colleen Ballinger has copyrighted her apology song, and Madonna is finally speaking out after her stay in the hospital. Alright, so just when you thought the situation couldn't get any worse, now another woman is coming forward with accusations against Jonah Hill. In a series of tweets published over the weekend, Zoe 101 star Alexa Nicholas said that he lured her away from a party and attacked her when she was 16 and he was 24. She didn't mention the year of the party, but she insinuates that it happened sometime in 2008. Alexa said that she and a friend who was also around 16 or 17 were both at a party at Justin Long's house. She accused him and his roommate at the time, who was a CSI Miami actor Jonathan Togo, of purposely getting her and her friend drunk, and that they were all aware that she was underage. Alexa wrote that she was pretty intoxicated once Jonah arrived at the party. She said that they were all pretty wasted because they were being fed a bunch of alcohol. Alexa recalled asking him for a cigarette at one point in the night. She said that he told her if she wanted one, she would have to go with him to his car, which was right outside, because apparently he didn't want to go outside all alone. The two of them then went to the car to retrieve these cigarettes, but she said that he never actually gave it to her, which she thought was a little weird. In her last tweet she wrote, "As we walked back to the door, I asked him for it and he said nothing, but slammed me to the door and shoved his tongue down my throat. I was so appalled I pushed him off me and ran inside." Alexa also accused Togo of taking advantage of her drunk and underage friend during the party. She also blasted Justin Long for creating an environment where young girls could be taken advantage of by older men. She compared him to his character in Barbarian, who was ironically an actor who got fired from his TV show over allegations that he SA'd his co-star. Alexis wrote, "Hey Justin Long, I find it interesting that you being in Barbarian as a predator. It must have been weird playing some of your friends." She accused him of being complicit in what his roommate was doing and questioned why he even allowed underage people to be at his house late at night. Soon after these allegations came out, a representative for Justin Long told HuffPost that he had no knowledge of the incident. Quote, "This is the first time Justin has been made aware of this situation that allegedly happened nearly 2 decades ago. While Justin is sympathetic to any and all victims, the simple fact remains that he has no knowledge of what may or may not have happened concerning Ms. Nicholas." While a lot of people have been supportive of these latest allegations, there's also been a fair amount of people questioning them and even criticizing them. The most common problem that seems to be coming up is the question of why now? After all, this supposed story takes place 15 years ago. Well, in another tweet, Alexa explained that she was sharing this information now because she had been traumatized by men in Hollywood and that things have to change. She said, "This type of predatory behavior was hyper-normalized when I was a kid. I'm proud to see women standing up now." Another thing that brought this up was the accusations coming from Jonah Hill's ex-girlfriend Sarah Brady, who last week publicly shared a series of text messages that Jonah sent her, all of which seemed to exhibit some kind of emotionally manipulative behavior. Alexis said that Sarah's actions were admirable and that she was inspired to come forward with her own story. But this is far from the first time that she's actually spoken up about her experiences in Hollywood. Just last year, she organized a protest outside of Nickelodeon headquarters after coming out with allegations against Dan Schneider. In recent years, Alexa has been active in her advocacy for survivors of SA, and she leads her own organization called Eat Predators. While standing at the studio's front doors, she alleged that during her time on the show, she and fellow child actors were not safe. She revealed that she didn't feel Nickelodeon had her best interests in mind when she was a child actor, and called her entire experience there traumatic. She believes in exposing the truth about the network's business practices and calls out Nick's excessive use of NDAs, which she says silence children and prevent them from getting help. She was also one of the only Nick stars to publicly stand by Jeanette McCurdy when she spoke up about her own experiences with Dan Schneider. In doing so, both women broke more than 2 decades of silence and put their own careers on the line to expose the truth about the industry. So if anything, this just goes to show you that no matter how long it's been, everything comes out eventually. And speaking of allegations, Colleen Ballinger pulled an interesting business move that no one saw coming. So this might be shocking to some people, but her ukulele song is now available to stream on Apple Music, as well as YouTube, and it's been marked as copyrighted, which just makes this whole thing even crazier. At the time, some people speculated that Colleen had purposefully chosen to address the allegations with the song, so that she would be able to claim copyright on people who use clips of it in other videos, like the inevitable reaction videos and drama roundups. While this sounds insane, it's actually kind of genius because it falls in line with YouTube's copyright rules, which state that creators on the site should not use content in their videos that someone else owns the copyright to, like music tracks. Still though, some people are pretty shocked at this latest development, and it's not making her any less cancelled. One person tweeted, "I swear the Colleen Ballinger apology song is a pretty evil way to use YouTube video rules. Just over 10 minutes so it can be monetized. A song so YouTube videos using the clips to criticize can be copyright claimed." Another person wrote, "Is Colleen's apology a song so that she can copyright strike people using clips? What the heck is this?" Well, yes, because it seems like this was all a part of her plan. Now she's actively claiming copyright against other YouTube creators who have used her song in their videos. One of them is Ethan Klein from the H3 podcast, who posted about this exact situation earlier this week. He got on Twitter and wrote, "Colleen Ballinger uploaded Toxic Gossip Train to CD Baby and is claiming us." If you didn't know, CD Baby is a website that allows people to monetize their music by independently uploading their songs to platforms like YouTube, Apple Music, and Spotify. According to the screenshots that he posted, one of his YouTube videos received a Content ID claim over less than a minute of her song, meaning that Colleen would be able to split Ethan's revenue that he gets from the video. So she's gonna start making a lot of money from this. Right now, tons of people have been reacting to Ethan's tweet, and it's so obvious that this has only enraged them more. One person tweeted, "It's funny to me that she accuses Adam of trying to monetize this whole thing when she monetized her apology video and is now copyright claiming people to ad share." Another person said, "No way Colleen is this out of touch. Girlie, you're making it worse for yourself with every single move." In turn, this wound up bolstering theories that this way of addressing the allegations wasn't actually genuine, and this is the real reason that she sang her video instead of speaking it. She knew she could copyright anyone who reacts to the video or uses clips from it. One of the biggest questions on everyone's mind right now is how Colleen could get away with this for so long, especially given all of the other accusations that have come out about her. This latest one that everyone is talking about is a resurfaced video that seems to be her take on Gangnam Style. While dressed as her character Miranda Sings, she made a music video on YouTube for the song in 2013, and it's roughly 2 minutes of blatant racism. She basically just speaks gibberish while keeping to the tune of the music. At the same time, you can clearly hear a mix of stereotypical Japanese words like Sudoku and Tamagotchi. And to think that this video is still up on YouTube 10 years later is really crazy. At least now people are revisiting the clip and calling her out for mocking the song in the worst way possible. And this is just the latest allegation of racism to come out during her scandal. There's also another video circulating of her performing in what appears to be blackface. She was doing Single Ladies on stage, and right away fans noticed that she has some kind of paint on her face, which her team is now insisting was green face paint. But with everything else that's been going around right now, it just wasn't a great look. And now Madonna is speaking out for the first time about her experience in the ICU. In a message to fans that was posted yesterday, she said, "My first thought when I woke up in the hospital was my children. My second thought was that I did not want to disappoint anyone who bought tickets to my tour. I also didn't want to let down the people who worked tirelessly with me over the last few months to create my show. I hate to disappoint anyone." She thanked everyone for their positive energy, prayers, and words of healing. Madonna explained that she's on the road to recovery and incredibly grateful for all the blessings in her life. She says that her focus now will turn to her health, but because of that, she's delayed her July 15th start date of the Celebration tour to October in Europe. She was first supposed to start in North America with the show on the 15th, kicking off in Vancouver, but now it'll be her European fans who will see her tour first. She finished off her statement by saying, "I couldn't be more grateful for your care and support." This news comes 2 weeks after her manager Guy Oseary revealed that she had developed a very serious bacterial infection on the 24th of June, which led her to be rushed to hospital and have a several-day stay in the ICU. So what caused all of this? Well, we still don't know for sure, but according to TMZ, Madonna had been battling a fever for more than a month leading up to the incident, but she decided not to pursue treatment because she was concerned that doing so would jeopardize her upcoming tour. But that delay apparently allowed whatever infection she had to spread, which progressively got worse. It was also reported that Madonna was working overtime prepping for the tour, and most likely burnt herself out trying to get things perfect in time for July 15th. An inside source spoke to The Sun and said that she was pushing herself so hard, which was extremely risky. Apparently the people around her had cautioned her to take it easy in the midst of her tireless rehearsing. We don't know exactly what kind of bacterial infection she developed, though we do know that it was very serious. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention said that more than 23,000 Americans die from a range of serious bacterial infections each year. Infections can develop into a life-threatening condition called sepsis or blood poisoning. It is a medical emergency that happens when the body develops an extreme reaction to the infection. Without the right treatment, it can lead to tissue damage, organ failure, and even death. We hadn't heard a ton about Madonna's situation until July 3rd, when her old friend Rosie O'Donnell posted a picture of the two of them on Instagram. In response to all the questions about her friend, she explained that Madonna was recovering at home and that she's very strong in general. Her manager also wrote on Instagram, "At this time we will need to pause all commitments, which includes the tour. We will share more details with you as soon as we have them, including a new start date for the tour and rescheduled shows." An inside source then spoke to The Sun and backed up this statement, saying that she was at home, happy and taking meetings. They also said that she has rejected a proposal to scale back on the tour because she still wants to deliver as many dates as possible when she's finally regained her strength. So what do you guys think about this latest story? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.